All right. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. You're not supposed to say 1. Dang it.
It's supposed to be right. 3, 2.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to Respect the Call.
Respect the Call.
The basketball podcast. It's interesting to say a basketball podcast instead of a sports podcast.
That's the difference, though.
It is. That's
different. Why I like it. It's different.
To be specifically in basketball itself. I'm Nico, and I'm with, what are you, a co-host or are you just a host?
I'll be a co-host. Coach Keas.
Coach Keas.
Brought to you by Nothing Was Handed.
Right.
Boom.
In the JCMN network.
Boom. We'll have our sponsors later, though.
Sure. We'll hit them on. We'll have commercials. We'll get them all going.
Yeah,
we'll get the ball rolling. That's another working podcast that we was gonna use.
No, it was the one. Check up or something. It was something you said.
I don't know. But that's why I record these so we can remember what we said.
I think that one's dope, though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of dope names you came up with, though. I'm not gonna lie. Respect the Call. Just when you said it, I was like, I
like the lack of syllables. It's not like respect the ultimate da da da. It's like right,
straight to the point. Yeah.
Boom.
And it sounds like you said, ESPN.
Yeah.
Respect the Call.
Surprisingly, nothing was published. There we go. Nothing was published would be your book company. Oh man!
Nothing was published. Not going to come out.
It ain't never coming out.
It's just a blank book. Nothing was published, bro. You know,
nothing was ever published from this company.
Exactly.
Oh man! But today we got a couple little topics for today. First things first, we're gonna probably hit on what LeBron and his son and his AAU,
Jason Whitlock.
His comments on that.
I don't have anything bad to say about Jason Whitlock.
Right.
I feel like he does know what he's talking about, but something like that, I feel like, and it's not even us type of thing, like black people.
Oh, okay,
I'm not gonna get into that because I don't. That's not what it was.
Right.
It was more it's no news to talk about, and you just wanted to say something. LeBron, broke the internet doing that. I had a couple guys that I trained that was actually in Vegas. They filmed it for me and sent it to me.
Yeah.
And said, "Bro, coach, LeBron's, we got LeBron's son game and he's dunking in warmups." I was like, "Wow, so cool." So to see it on ESPN that somebody's saying that LeBron is doing this to make his legacy name more famous.
Yeah.
It's LeBron James.
Yeah.
The dude's going to be famous regardless. So.
Right. I mean, and to not expect them to be like, we want to see LeBron dunk here. Of course they want. They already know that that's LeBron's son. We want to see some LeBron action too.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure he's part of the reason, but I guess it would be a problem if it was like we're getting to the point that we're hyping him up because he is LeBron's son, not because he's actually good.
Exactly. And LeBron's son is actually
he's
really
good.
He's got a lot better. When he first, started having the buzz, I was like, y'all doing that because LeBron's son.
Right.
But he's actually grown into a great ball player.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I haven't really heard it. Now, I was going to play it, but I don't know what part. That's why I was asking you, like, what part do you think? What sounded familiar? You know what I'm saying?
It was probably like 2 minutes in.
2 minutes in?
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get a little bit. Let's go exactly 2 minutes. Let's see if Dakis's mind was right.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Basketball. Now, I agree with you. There is a personableness. There is a down-hominess about LeBron.
A joy for the game. You left that out as well. That's another thing that the AAU deals. The guy has great joy for the game.
Yeah, just loves it.
For sure. And I appreciate that.
What you call us talking?
But it's ignoring LeBron James, the superstar. It's ignoring that there's a time and a place. If he's at practice, if he's behind the scenes, if he's with the
726
kids, bring them
dislikes
over to
and
the house and they're playing hoops
672
over there,
likes.
and he's just a regular guy, a regular dad, yes, that's refreshing. When you're doing it when all the cameras are there, I can just tell you with my kid, my son in middle school hit 2 grams as using it.
So it was somebody else that agreed with Jason Whitlock, basically saying like, you're, just relax.
Yeah.
And that's what when I shared it on Facebook, I said that. I said I understand what they're saying, but I just feel like I don't have any kids yet. But I just know when my time, I may do something like that. I don't know if it'll be to that extent, but I'm definitely going to still be out there schooling my son, his friends, and at 40 years old, I'm like, yeah, back in the day, I was on social media.
Yeah.
People knew me for handles, like this is what I used to do. But I wouldn't, my personality, I wouldn't. Like, even my sister.
Yeah.
A lot of her friends know who I am. I'm not going to go out in her layup lines and be like, I could do this cool layup.
Yeah.
It's like, so that's the only part where I kind of agree with them, but it wasn't enough to make it a story or go too deep into.
Well, the funny thing is, ironic enough, we're the ones making a story about it too. So is it deep enough to the point that we can make a story about it?
I think it's deep enough because I want to talk about why they made it a story. But I guess now we have,
yeah.
Still a story.
I get it. And I still have not heard what he said. So I'm still trying to figure out how the context of what he said. Like you mentioned one part what he said about when he used to say to his mom.
Yeah, see, I don't remember what time it was.
Yeah. So I don't want
to
try to.
Well, I don't think that your behavior should change because the cameras are there. That was your first point. A lot of times you get caught up in this equation. Do you act for the cameras, which we're saying sometimes people do? Do you turn it on? You're always on stage. Or the cameras there filming how you act. So if you're LeBron,
but I don't want to stop you, Marcellus. I think his behavior should be there with or without cameras.
And that's what
he needs to bring it back, whether there are cameras or not.
Well, to bring it back.
That's an interesting point.
Back is the problem because what's the old?
Basically just because of the cameras are there, he should dial it back. I think that's what he was saying.
And normal people are not going to understand how celebrities are supposed to live.
Yeah.
Because the normal stuff you do.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart. You can't do that if you're a celebrity.
Right.
It's a certain way. You got a certain time, certain place. So it is a little different. But you telling somebody to change their natural habits. I don't feel like LeBron was doing that to be seen so much. I mean, granted, he knows cameras, but is that supposed to stop him?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a parent in that crowd that's like, they didn't want to see that.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure that that's a thing. I'm not saying that. And I guess the question is it a valid feeling? But I would get it because then it's like, especially if you had your kid on the team.
Okay, I see what they're saying because it's one thing to say, I'm here for my kids.
Right.
I don't want to see you in their warm-up lines taking the start because you're going to get everybody in the gym going crazy.
Yeah.
So I get that. But it's warm-ups.
Yeah.
There's only so much they're going to do.
I mean, I'm on the side of I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. I mean, if my son was on LeBron's son's team, I'd be like, but I'm not I'm not crazy about his not to the extent of like I need him to have attention as much as possible, and I'm mad that this kid is on this team. I would think of it as like, oh yeah, we're gonna get more TV. I mean, we're gonna be shown now, so it's time for you to show out. But I'm not gonna go crazy and be like, hey, LeBron can't be over here in our layup lines, man. This is too much. Like that, I feel like we're putting our feelings in the wrong area when that comes up.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
I guess.
I don't.
Still ain't heard his comments, but I don't know necessarily.
I wish. Dang, I really don't know.
I probably should have looked it up first. We'll get better. Just it would be like 100 episodes in. Be like, we'll get better.
Yeah, we'll get better. Next episode, we'll get better.
We'll get better.
That's gonna be the slogan. We'll get better.
We'll get better. Welcome to Respect the Call. We'll get better.
We'll get better.
Just respect the call.
I think I made a comment about that.
Yeah.
I think I just said respect the call.
Yeah.
I think I put it on Facebook. Just respect the call, man. Like, come on, bro.
Don't argue about that.
Don't argue about anything we talk about. Just respect the call. Respect the statement, you know?
Respect the statement is probably our future politics podcast.
Seriously.
Respect the statement.
Respect the statement, man.
So is that all you had on that?
Yeah, that's all I had on that. I just wanted to address that part. I wanted to get it off my chest. It is another thing I want to get off my chest.
Okay.
All right, you Facebook wannabe stats, knowing everything. I don't like comparing Kobe and LeBron. I've been stopped doing that back in like 2010.
Right.
I stopped in 2010 because I realized, okay, I'm not a part of the Lakers.
Yeah.
At all. So don't come to my neck about Kobe Bryant stats and saying LeBron is this and that and Kobe's trash. Respect greatness. Respect the call. Respect greatness. I put it on Facebook because I was like, look, man, I normally don't get into the Facebook arguments, and I still don't, but I put it out there like Kobe Bryant, legit. Okay, they're saying 45% is good shooting from the field. Mm-hmm. You couldn't do it in the rec league.
Yeah.
Okay, Kobe has over 33,000 points. Shot 45%. That's a lot of shots he put up. I get it. But it just kills me. Let me put that on Blackbird.
So are you saying that you don't like the arguments of... No.
Just let it be. I mean, I never argued Kobe and Michael, and it's not because, well, LeBron... No. Kobe is the closest thing to Michael Jordan. But I never argued it because you got to respect greatness, man. Michael Jordan was great. Kobe Bryant was great. LeBron is great. Let them be great in their own lanes because LeBron can't shoot free throws like Kobe. LeBron can't dribble like Kobe. LeBron can't shoot like Kobe. But Kobe can't rebound like LeBron. Kobe can't – I'm not even going to say Kobe can't pass like LeBron. Kobe decisions to not pass it was up to Kobe. Okay? Kobe had some nights where he could pass, but he wasn't focused on that. He felt like the way he needed to lead his team was scoring.
Uh-huh.
LeBron does – he wants to do scoring and passing. I get it, and rebounding. That's just the effort. It's an effort thing, just like Westbrook. Kobe didn't put effort to that. Michael didn't put effort to that. They just wanted to score. That was their game. So let's just not debate that anymore. And that was for Facebook, so thank you.
that was for Facebook. And that was – what did I call your segment?
Respect the statement.
Respect. Okay, sure. We go. Respect the statement with Doc Keas.
Respect the statement with Doc Keas.
With Coach Keas.
Coach Keas.
With Coach Keas.
Seriously.
So they got like what you call it stats at the age of 30 for LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So LeBron's 13th season, he made 9,231 field goals. He attempted 18,619. Kobe. Field goals is 8,256 field goals made, and then field goals attempted 18,162, which is kind of crazy to think that. I mean, I guess I don't know. Is that saying LeBron? It ain't saying like Kobe's taking more shots than LeBron has been, but
what it is percentage. People look at it. They say, well, LeBron shoots 50% or whatever they want to say.
Right.
But my thing is this. It's just like saying DeAndre Jordan has a better field goal percentage than everybody.
Right.
Why? Because he lives under the basket. I'm not taking nothing from LeBron, but most of his points come in the paint. That's his game.
Yeah.
Kobe game isn't like that. He's not bully ball.
Yeah.
So you have to respect somebody that's pure shooting. Like
it is annoying to see people. It's annoying to see people compare big men to guards.
Like
our games are different.
Game's totally different. And then, like, LeBron, I think he is probably the best small forward to ever play. Sure. I will say that.
Okay, I can say that.
I love Larry Bird. I love all the threes, but LeBron.
And then also to think that they changed the mold of a small forward. I mean, even with Larry and all them, it's like, I guess growing up for me, small forwards were always the guys that they could shoot, but they were like an extra power forward.
Yeah.
You know, they can play mid-range, and it seemed like small forwards was a mid-range game person.
Yeah,
mid-range and inside, like that was supposed to be their game. And then as time went on, you see like people like LeBron
shooting threes.
Yeah, shooting threes, and Greek. He's like, ain't he like? Is he a small forward? So say change.
That's the response.
I don't know.
He can play every position.
Exactly.
But that's the game of, and that's what I don't want to say. It hurt small players.
Yeah.
But I can attest to this because I am a shorter guard.
Yeah.
It kind of depleted us.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't care how good you are, and I'm not telling anyone to stop their dream.
Yeah.
But if you're under 6 feet, trying to get to the NBA just became 100 times harder. It was already hard, but now it's 100 times harder because you got guys out here that's 6'10", 6'11", that can dribble and they can score.
Do what you do.
They can do what you do 3 times your height.
Yeah. That's tough to see.
So, and like I tell people when I train, you know, they seen my invite to the NBA G League, and I tell them it was a great experience. I did feel like me getting the opportunity is kind of what gave me some closure. That's why I'm okay with not making NBA because I got closure. Like, I got invited. I did really good. The coach told me straight to my face, "You're a great ball player.
Yeah.
But you're a liability on defense. You're 5'6".
Yeah.
And at that time, I think I was like 160 pounds, maybe 150.
Yeah.
I'm a lot heavier now, but I'm still 5'6".
Yeah.
Not a lot heavier. I'm not fat, but put on some muscle. I'm 170 now, but even then, it's still like my height stopped me. So
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, just to, I guess, put my point in on the LeBron, Kobe, and the Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah.
I don't care to make that argument. Just the simple fact that it's different times, different eras. I mean, you could make an argument Kobe and LeBron probably could be more compared, but at the end of it, they're all just still great players.
All great players.
And it's not that easy. It's not that simple to be like, Kobe is just better than Michael. Michael's just simply better than Kobe. I mean, Michael the most influenced player is Michael Jordan
by far,
and it's hard to say that because you're like, well, he's the reason why anybody does some of these things.
Exactly. And when you impact the game a certain way, that's when you know you're great. Michael Jordan impacted, and then when Kobe left, now look at Kobe. Everybody wants to be part of what? Mamba mentality. Nothing was handed. We're a part of that. I see a lot of players in the NBA, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, they're all Mamba. And Dwayne Wade said it before he left, Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
So it's like when LeBron retired, I'm looking forward to seeing what people have to say.
Yeah.
Because right now, LeBron fans don't want to hear it, but I'm being honest. A lot of people say LeBron's, a lot easier to guard than those players. Not saying he's an easy guard, but he's a lot easier to guard. So it's like, what kind of stamp are you going to leave on the game?
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing, like,
it is going to be interesting to see, like, that final.
Like how did you impact the game by not just being a freak of nature?
Exactly.
Like, mentality-wise, Michael said it. Then Kobe had something that kind of everybody want to work like Kobe Bryant. 3-4 workouts before 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, it's unheard of.
What I think is going to taint, which I'm pretty sure people will be like, oh, whatever. What's going to taint his overall, like, comparison of those guys is the fact that how many times you've gone to the finals and lost.
And nobody wants to.
So many times. But yet, and not, I'm not going to say, like, the East was, like, the easiest all the time, but it was pretty easy for him.
Yeah. In the beginning against Detroit, I give him his stripes.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
Yeah.
But this whole 8 straight NBA finals.
I think it was 9.
Come on now.
It's crazy.
They was in Miami.
Yeah.
It was the only team that was really for real powerhouse.
Yeah.
Boston was on their way out.
Yeah.
After Boston, Atlanta, Joe Johnson. No disrespect, Joe Johnson. I see you doing your thing in the Big Three, but you wasn't doing nothing. So it was like LeBron's going against nobody. For real. So, I mean, where the East is at now, I would love to see LeBron with the Cavaliers when you got Brooklyn with Kyrie and KD, and then, come on, Toronto, Celtics. Like, I would love to see him go against those teams. But, I mean, you found something interesting?
No. I looked up how many times LeBron's been into the finals. I thought it was like 9 times.
Yeah, it should be 9.
But I don't know what they're basing this. They're moving. They're forgetting some years, but this was like in 2018. So it was like, why do you not have the rest of the times he was here? Okay. Oh, shut up. They're talking about like actual losses, like out of a 7-game series.
Oh,
he lost. I was like,
oh,
even then that doesn't make sense.
yeah,
But
that doesn't make sense. I mean,
but they're talking about when he won, how many times has he lost in them? See, that's stupid.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
like that stuff.
Yeah,
I just go
that makes
overall
sense.
like he's 3-6 in
Yeah.
the finals. That's, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you go by.
Yeah.
You know, getting to the championship is only so good that you got to win. That's what the objective is, win.
Yeah. It's got to be, though. I mean, that's going to taint. I think that's the one thing that's really going to taint the whole conversation. But, I mean, if I had to make a list, top 3, MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
That's mine. And I feel like that's just in a respectable part of the game. Like, that's how it should go.
Yeah.
Mike did his thing. He controlled it.
Yeah.
Kobe controlled the league for a minute. Even when it was like a love-hate relationship, he still controlled it.
Yeah.
Then LeBron. You know, Kobe's in his, when was it? 2013. He was in his 17th year,
Yeah.
averaging 27 a game.
I don't know.
That is unheard. The dude is old.
Yeah.
Playing against young talent that's good.
Yeah.
The future stars of the NBA, he's putting up 27 a game. And he
Yeah.
was shooting, if I'm not mistaken, 46% from the field.
Yeah.
See, I got the Kobe stats on
I got the Kobe stuff.
I got the Kobe stats.
Everybody. Okay, so overall, we have the same list. Michael Jordan versus MJ versus Kobe. But the end of it, stupid argument. We should just respect all the great players, right?
Respect the statement.
Respect the statement. So that's funny because that conversation comes up a lot.
Yeah.
And for us to be like,
And I don't like I said, I don't talk about it no more. I just kind of let it ride. But, you know, now that we got this podcast, I can get it off my chest.
I could get it off my
Get it
chest.
off my chest.
So, what was another thing? What was the other thing we was gonna talk about?
So we did. Team USA.
Okay, so let me just kick
can
off.
start, yeah,
Let me kick off this thing. So USA ball, right? We all heard the news that a lot of big star players are leaving or not participating this year or whatever, right? But my question is, does it really matter now, like these in between type stuff? Should the big players really only play during the Olympics, or does it even matter if they play at all? Or should it just kind of become like the younger people's development team, even during the Olympics? Only reason why I say that is because, especially like right now, I don't know why it seems more of a surprise that these people are backing out, because a lot of the people that are backing out just got on the new team. I would assume that they would even be focusing on their new team, trying to get acclimated what's going on. And there's always a time. It always feels like everybody does that. I think in 2012, no, 2012, no, that was a good season.
Yeah.
2008, I think it was like that. Or was it? There was a season where it felt like nobody was really in there.
I think it was 2004. It was early.
Yeah, it was something like that, where it was like nobody was in there, but everyone was kind of focused on what they were doing.
Yeah.
And now, where it feels like the players are starting to get to the point where they're having a lot more power in the league, it feels like we're going to see less of those big guys playing in the USA ball.
That's true.
Because they don't want to either hurt themselves like Paul George did. Yeah. They don't want to
put more wear and tear on their body.
Right.
Which I understand.
And a lot of our good players are getting older. So they're like in their 30s now. And they definitely don't want to be trying to do stuff to put themselves out there. I mean, it'd be nice to one day see like Zion and Jason Tatum and, you know, like those people be like, ooh, okay, that's kind of cool to see those new and upcoming guys and then let them win gold or something. I think that will be more entertaining for my sake. But I'm starting to get to the point I don't really care for the big guys to even play in the USA ball anymore, because y'all prove that for the most part y'all are good.
Yeah.
Now there's competition across seas. I'm not saying that there's no competition, because I think Turkey be They be
Turkey's really good.
They're great.
And Argentina.
Exactly.
Argentina.
They're good. But yet I still don't care to see that because I'd rather see them in the NBA stuff. Yeah. If they did it, I'd be like, cool. But I'm not going crazy if they back out.
It's not a necessity. It's more, okay, it's on.
Yeah.
Because I told you, after 2008, when it was Kobe, LeBron, Melo, Wade, Bosh, Dwight, that's when Dwight was in his best form ever. So I feel like that once they won that, it was like a redeemed thing. Then it was like, all right, we know we the best.
Right.
Then 2012, because it's every 4 years. Yeah, 2012, Kobe did it again. It was like the tail end. That's when I knew, like, I don't want to watch this anymore because he already said that was his last time doing it.
Yeah.
Then I'm looking like, man, all these players starting to get older. They don't want to do that. They want to enjoy their summers now. Once you win gold once, you don't have to keep winning it.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're the best.
Right. Because at the end of the day, we're going to talk about how many finals you won.
Finals you got.
Not how many gold medals you have.
Nobody cares really about gold medals.
It's sad because, since I'm a Melo fan, I feel like I always got to mention this. He has gold medals, but he doesn't have rings.
How many? He got 3?
I think he has 3, something like that.
That's not bad.
I mean, sure, but I still want him to.
Yeah, the finals is.
I need him with 1 ring.
Yeah.
Just Melo.
Speaking of Melo, real quick.
Yeah.
Where is he? I know he's in New York. I see him working out. With
I keep seeing news that says that if New York next season gets to land a good deal in free agency, Melo would come back to New York. I really don't care for that. Even though I'm wearing a New York shirt, I don't care. I want him in a position to win and help a team. Knicks, maybe, but I don't feel like they're in that title. I mean, they're not in that title talk at all.
At all.
But I just want him to be in a good place to win. Even if it's the Lakers. I mean,
hey, you know what? I'm a Laker fan, but it don't even matter. We got Carmelo. Hey, spot up in the corner.
Yeah, just stay there. Come off the bench with your boy Kuzma.
Yeah,
just come off the bench with him. I'll be cool. I don't know why I'm whispering still. I'll be cool with it. I won't get a jersey because I still don't care for the Lakers like that. It's cool to play them on 2K and have my player on there, but I'm not getting a jersey. Yeah. But if Melo, if you sign it and then give it to me, if you give me any of your jerseys, especially if it's the Nuggets one,
that's
go ahead.
Classic.
I saw that junk at a thrift store, but it was too small.
I still would have bought it.
It was way too small.
I probably would have hung it up.
It would have been no fun.
Yeah.
It would have just been teasing me. Like, look at what I could have had.
There's no way to stretch it out.
Yeah, and it had the Nike logo. I was like, ooh, it's clean. It was silky.
Damn.
But go ahead, Melo. I appreciate it. It's whatever. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, how you feel about the USA ball?
They just, like you said, they got to change the format. I feel like it would be better for like a developmental type of thing for the younger players. Because, like you said, I mean, it's really no face of the league right now outside of LeBron. When LeBron leave, KD may take it, but you got to start weeding them out because they all kind of like almost the same age. I think KD's 30 now, and LeBron is 34, right?
Okay, I could double check.
If I'm not mistaken.
You could talk though.
But yeah, the league, they need a face. They need a face of the league. So right now we don't have it. Zion is projected. You got a lot of guys that can be projected, but
Kevin Durant is 30.
Yeah, there's nobody that's really.
He'll be turning 31 in September.
Oh, see, KD's on. I'm not saying on his way out, but when LeBron is leaving, KD's right behind him.
I mean, with these injuries, he really is kind of knocking down his player.
That Achilles, there has yet to be one player to come back from an Achilles injury and be successful.
Oh, like basketball though, right? You talking about basketball?
From basketball.
Okay.
Because
I think Adrian Peterson had a problem with it.
Yeah, he did. He actually had a great season after that too. So, I remember that.
But this is a basketball. This is a basketball podcast. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just bleep it out like it's cuss words. It's a beep, NFL.
NFL.
Oh no.
X.
Sorry, this podcast has been terminated.
We don't talk about football.
We don't talk about football. But yeah, I mean, KD not being in, like, hurting himself like he's doing it on purpose. Being hurt like this, it does kind of neck down his years. So he might only have about like 4 or 5 years, depending on how good how healthy he becomes.
That's true.
which is I think he's going to come into that like, you know how like you remember players being good, like how like maybe like Reggie Miller or like what? No, not Reggie Miller. What's his name? Shoot, your boy that used to play on the Pistons, pretty good all around player.
Tayshaun Prince.
Him, he was too. But like when
Rasheed Wallace.
oh my gosh,
Chauncey Billups.
No.
Rick Hamilton.
No.
Ben Wallace.
You know what? Now you're saying all these names. I'm not even sure he played on the Pistons.
That's when the Pistons was really like the best team in the league. Man, they was beating the Spurs like crazy.
Oh, Grant Hill.
Oh, Grant Hill.
Yeah. Grant Hill.
You talking about back, yeah.
Yeah, that boy, right? He was good. Some injuries, man.
Injuries killed him.
Started killing him. Real good player. I mean, we would have been still talking about him if he was a healthy.
It's really a lot like Grant Hill, Brandon Roy. I mean, I feel like I feel like Derrick Rose would have a ring right now if he didn't get hurt. I really feel like that.
Yeah.
That was probably the saddest one because it's like, man, this dude.
You know, there's two things that make me sad.
Youngest MVP.
Derrick Rose getting hurt could have probably won something. Second, Melo was one draft pick away from being the 2004 champion because Detroit had the 4th pick in the draft.
They sure did.
Yeah, so the Nuggets picked him, and it was the Nuggets that picked him up, and Detroit was next. I forgot who they picked up. Detroit picked up, but
I know who they picked up. I don't want to sound racist. This is a white guy.
White dude.
It's a white guy.
Oh yeah, but the number 2 pick was somebody.
Yeah.
2003.
Number 1 was LeBron.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. What pick did Wade go? 4? No, 3.
Yeah.
Wade.
Oh, Chris Bosh. Wait, what? Hold on. LeBron. Yeah, Chris. Oh wait, no. Oh no. That's what I meant to say. Detroit had the 2nd pick. And they picked up Rico Melikich, a center from overseas. We don't hear about him no more. But Melo could have been that 2nd pick, and we would have been seeing him with the. See, now he's a champion. Did he play that whole year from Memphis? Oh, because Memphis had that pick and Detroit traded for it. That's interesting. But that could have been this. I could have been talking about that first year in the NBA.
Yeah.
Melo had a ring. Literally a year after. I don't know, man. I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah.
Could have been talking about that.
Melo wins a ring. He's in a conversation with a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Right now he's a Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I can't say nothing about that, man.
Actually, he's not even that.
What do you mean? Like he's worse than that?
Yeah, he's never been to the finals. I don't think he's been past the 3rd round ever.
Yeah, I seen who Melo? Yeah, he has. When him Iverson.
No, they played against the Lakers.
Yeah, that wasn't first round.
No, they never been past the 3rd round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Never been to the finals.
I was so excited that year.
Me too. I was scared though.
But the thing was, that whole year I was talking trash about I didn't like Allen Iverson being on the Nuggets because he was like a plague.
I mean,
that was my bad. That was me being young and crazy, and I thought that it seemed like every time he'll hit a locker room, everybody was splitting up. You know.
I mean, these Facebook people is just killing me right now.
Are you still on Facebook?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, we got 6 more minutes, man. What you want to end this with?
Dang, that went by quick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that we hit every topic.
We hit every single topic.
For the most part. I do want to get more engagement on people that want to have debates on what we want to talk about, like what they have in mind, and we just talk about it and debate it.
Right.
So, like I said, I know that one Facebook thing was about Kobe and LeBron. I'm never doing that again because we explained it.
Yeah.
Like,
it don't make sense.
It don't make sense. So, if y'all want to talk about who's going to be the best point guard in the league, okay, that's cool.
Sure. You want to end it with that?
We could touch it a little bit.
Yeah, we could touch it a little bit.
Pause.
What? All right. So, the point guard of the league, who's gonna be the best? Like, what do you mean, like, as far as the best? Because I mean, we can have some good point guards, but their team may not do nothing. Are you mean like overall carry the team type stuff?
Kind of like who's gonna be that point guard that's gonna be at the top, pretty much, like just at the top of their game. Like you got Kyrie Irving, Westbrook. You know what's funny? What Westbrook just said. I'm not gonna get off topic too much, but Westbrook said he doesn't need to touch the ball to impact the game. I just laughed at it because it's like, I get what he's saying. You don't have to touch the ball to impact the game, but if you're playing defense, you have to touch the ball. If you're getting a rebound, you have to touch the ball. And I get what he was saying, but that's just one of them technical things. Like, bro, you're going overboard saying, I don't have to touch the ball. You kind of do.
You're going to have to touch the ball.
You know what I'm saying? And I see you trying to be a good teammate. Like, yeah, man, I don't even have to touch the ball. I'll still impact the game. Well, impacting the game, got to touch the ball.
I'm pretty sure he's like, bro, you know what I mean. He would have been a little mad.
Yeah.
Westbrook, I ain't talking about you, bro. We cool, bro.
Come on our podcast, man.
Come on the podcast. Be like, you know what? Get aggressive. We might get some good, what you call out of them.
Nah, seriously.
We can fly out to Houston. That'd be fun. Fly out to Houston and be like, respect the call on the road.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
We could do that.
In due time.
In due time.
This
podcast show is going to go far.
Sure will be. Sure will. I said sure will be. Will be go far.
We know basketball, and
it's fun to talk about it.
It's fun to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get more people on so we can. It seems like we have a lot of the same opinions about things.
Yeah.
I don't really hear you go, no, that's not true at all.
And I think it's because we before the podcast we used to always talk basketball anyway, so we kind of already agreed. Like, okay, yeah, that I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean at this point I ain't got no dog in the fight. Between the Bulls not really doing anything and Melo sitting out. Ain't got no dogs. I mean, Timberwolves is kind of like my other favorite team, but
the only debate we would have is saying if Melo, I don't know.
Oh, to answer your question, I think mine's Damian. To the guard that's going to stand out.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I keep forgetting about him.
Yeah.
But that's just because he stay off social media. I respect him for that.
Yeah. I think he's gonna really show out this year.
Yeah, he showed out last year.
I want Portland to pull to Toronto. I really want that to happen.
That's exactly what Portland is. They're a West Toronto.
Yeah. Because you know how good that movie would be? It's literally like a Space Jam movie. Man. Damian Lillard just goes like, kill all these dynamic duos and be like, bow, bow, bow. Finals, baby. What's up?
Because he don't have a duo. Well, they could say him and CJ, but they ain't no real duo, man.
Not really.
Not compared to what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Them duos.
Damian Lillard is like Bradley Beal and John Wall. It's like,
John Wall is
good
out.
together.
Yeah, John
Wall. No, man. I really.
They say he turned into another Derrick Rose, man.
Yeah. Before we got 2 minutes left, so before kind of ended off, I had a question for you. Somebody said this the other day because 2K20 dropped their little gameplay trailer. Mm-hmm. I heard somebody say that Zion's kind of reminded me of Greek. I'm like, is that the better comparison than the whole LeBron thing? Because I think we compare him to that because of somebody that we can't necessarily put in a position and his size. We say that. But I'm like, as far as like his gameplay and that
nowhere near Giannis.
No, nowhere near. No. I'm not saying he's on the stat, but I'm like, as far as like comparing to like maybe he eventually may like play like Giannis, or is he playing more like LeBron? Like, what do you see him playing like later in life, you know?
LeBron.
Because
LeBron came in with no real jump shot. Handles are decent and high flyer.
Yeah.
That's Zion.
That makes sense. Because I saw that, and it made me think, like, maybe I could see, as far as being that monster that you seem like you really can't figure out. I feel like Zion could be that. I mean, he still has to lose some weight and bulk up and get his body right. And I'm pretty sure once that he gets coached by the right people, he might be he's gonna be a real problem. I hope so. Because I'm getting tired of all these people that's coming in the league and ain't really being a big problem.
Exactly. Because I think what it is potential. Everybody's going off potential of what they can do. Then they get there. It's like, I mean, I feel like the prime example is Austin Rivers.
Yeah. Was he really a lot of hype? Was we hype about him?
We was hyped about him in high school because him and Anthony Davis, they're in my class. So I know, like, they were fighting for the number one player in the country.
Yeah.
Then Austin Rivers goes to Duke.
Yeah.
Then we watching him at Duke. We like, I mean, he had glimpses, but it wasn't enough for him to say, I'm going to the NBA. But his father's a coach.
Yeah.
Number one player coming out of high school.
Yeah.
I'm going to the NBA. All right. Then you bouncing around teams. You getting sent to the D League.
Yeah.
This is before G League. So now he's just now starting his career, and it's like, he's still not he's like a seventh man, eighth man, really. Like, he starts I think he started for the Rockets a little bit, but that's because the Rockets ain't really got much.
Yeah. It is interesting. I mean, my person I was really looking forward to was Ben
Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
I seen some highlights of him in LSU. Rico Rons basketball.
Yeah.
Shout out Rico Rons because yo, you need to invite me to a workout, man.
Yeah.
Besides that, though, but Ben Simmons, like, he got a jump shot now.
Yeah. It's nice. I mean, I blame it more on his injuries as the reason why it's been stunting his growth.
You could.
But I was really looking forward to see what was this whole Ben Simmons, LeBron James comparison thing was. Like, what was y'all seeing, you know? It was like, are we hoping for another LeBron? And I feel like, and it's weird because we don't get that out of Zion as much. I guess in hindsight you did.
Yeah.
But we not, now you're not seeing it as much as you did with Ben. I don't know. I feel like NBA is just, as a fan base, seem like they're getting so bored. They're looking for the next guy.
They are.
And that's tough to experience, but
they are.
Well, there goes another episode of Respect the Call. Episode 2.
Episode 2.
You want to support us in any kind of way, you can support us on the YouTube channel, Respect the Call. That's where the video versions are at. You can go on Anchor, which is a great podcast platform, and they put our podcast everywhere. Right now we're on Spotify. I think eventually it's going to be on Apple Podcasts later.
Shout out Anchor.
Shout out Anchor. Anchor is the place to be. And if you want to start your own podcast up, go ahead and hit up Anchor. My name is Nico. You can follow me and just call me Nico, or you can go to my YouTube channel, JCMN Network, or JCMN Gaming, whatever flavor you want to taste.
Yes, sir.
And then
you can follow me. Did I cut you off?
No, go ahead.
You can follow Coach Keas at Coach Keas. Simple as that.
All right.
Get some training, you know. I do nothing but basketball.
Nothing but basketball.
Nothing but basketball.
Don't look up nothing but basketball because you won't find them. You'll find nothing was handed.
You'll find nothing was handed.
But it's nothing. It's all about basketball.
All about basketball.
All about basketball was our other working title. But this was Respect the Call.
Respect the call.
Respect that share button. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.